How's it, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another adventure. So after our trip to Gannabos, Prashin and I parted ways. He went back to Cape Town and I was off to the Kalahari National Park, which I will detail in further episodes. But if I went directly to the Kalahari, I would have needed an 8-hour drive across some pretty rough roads and terrain. So I decided to actually stop along the way and overnight at the Ochrabes National Park, which is on the Orange River, the largest river in South Africa, and is home to the Ochrabes Falls, which is one of the biggest waterfalls in South Africa as well. So I was advised to go via Calvinia and then Kakamas, because the most direct route would have actually meant a lot of dirt roads, which would have meant more time on the roads. Okay guys, so we just arrived at Ochrabes National Park, where we're staying overnight. The park is known for the waterfall, so the Ochrabes waterfall, which hopefully I'll get to see. I'm not too sure whether it's best to look at it at the sunset or at sunrise, but we'll go out now after we've checked in and go have a look. But yeah, a bit of a long drive. It's just going past 4:15 now. We left Gannabos just after 10:30, so a bit of a long drive, a couple stops along the way to refresh and stretch the legs, but we made it here. The drive tomorrow is a bit shorter then, because I go from where we are now, Ochrabes, to Upington. I'll have breakfast and stuff in Upington, which is a bigger town, and will probably have, better facilities, restaurants, etc. And then from Upington I'll make my way to the Kalahari, which is another 2.5 hours out of Upington. Okay guys, so camp for the night is set up. Tent took about 15 minutes to put up. Got my seat there. Just taking my camera out and my binocs and walking towards the falls themselves. Had an almost run-in with the monkeys that are roaming around camp. I had my door open and was setting up my tent, and they nearly got into the car to get the food. Okay, so you can walk to the lookout point. Just birding as I go along. So I've seen 3 or 4 new species already, just in the few minutes I've been in the park, maybe about an hour or so. I've seen red-eyed bulbuls, Orange River white eyes, and then I've seen what I think is the lark-like bunting, and just now I thought I saw dusky sunbird, but I can't call that. It just flitted across. Okay, so we're at the start of the walk for the waterfall viewing points. There you go. The shadow of this rock is just halfway across, so I'm going to try and get a shot already. Just one thing, there are a lot of flies around, so makes walking a bit difficult. So you may or may not know this, but I've visited 18 of our 21 sand parks, national parks to date, and Augrabies was one of the outstanding ones that I hadn't visited. So this became my 19th sand park, and I've got 2 more to go, Richtersveld and I think it's the Namakwa National Park. When I visited, the waterfall was flowing at around 4,000 cubic meters per minute. This translates to I think nearly 2 Olympic swimming pools per minute that it can fill up, and it's quite impressive, especially if you think that Niagara Falls is about 2,500 cubic meters per minute. Good morning, guys. So we're making our way out of Augrabies now, and we've got a bit of a long drive ahead, but first I want to just make a turn in the park itself. There's a couple of viewpoints further down the gorge, basically, where you can look back and see the gorge that the Orange River forges. Oh, I missed the turn. Go back. So yeah, going to check that out and hopefully get some birding in as well. There's a lot of birds that are more common around here that are easier to actually get, so hopefully we can do that, and then make our way out of the park by about 9:30 or so. Augrabies is one of 4 dry region parks or arid region parks. The Kalahari, which I'm visiting later on today, is the other one, and then the Namakwa and the Richtersveld. The Richtersveld is the driest, I think, of all of these parks. Augrabies has the Orange River that basically flows through it, so there is a bit of an oasis for animals. And then the Kalahari is classified as a savanna region park, so it means that it gets more than, I think, 600 mils of rain a year, or it gets up to 600 mils of rain a year. So while it is in the desert, it does receive, some rain that then allows the typical savanna trees and grasslands to prevail. But it's a lot drier than your Kruger Bushveld.